They still call it the U.S. Supreme Court, but like Congress, the White House, the media, organized crime and big banking, the Supreme Court is just another Israeli-occupied Bantustan. Absolute Jewish Zionist domination of American political life was confirmed last Friday when the Supreme Court quashed the appeal of the Holy Land Five. The Holy Land Five, Shukri Abu Baker, Mohammed Al-Mazain, Ghassan Elashi, Mufid Abdelkader, Abu Rahman Odeh, were convicted of providing humanitarian aid to Palestinians in Gaza through zakat committees allegedly connected with Hamas. The case relied on secret evidence from an anonymous Israeli intelligence source. 4 of the 5 defendants are now serving sentences in a Communication Management Unit, or CMU, an experimental detention facility outside of oversight from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, where 2/3 of the inmates are Arab and Muslim. The 5 now face life imprisonment for trying to feed children starved by the Israeli genocide of Palestine. None of the imprisoned humanitarian heroes was ever charged with complicity in any act of violence. Their crime was feeding starving children, no more, no less. The prosecutors claimed that Hamas, the biggest charitable organization since the 2006 democratically elected government of Gaza, was involved in feeding the starving children. Therefore, anybody who tries to feed the starving children of Gaza is a terrorist. But how could anyone feed starving children anywhere without at least the tacit assistance of the government of the place the starving children lived and the charities on the ground there? The prosecutors, to prove that Hamas-linked charities in Gaza were involved in feeding the children, brought in anonymous Israeli intelligence sources to testify. Since when was anonymous testimony allowed in U.S. courtrooms, much less by agents of a hostile foreign power that has repeatedly attacked the United States, a foreign power whose intelligence services lives and dies by the motto, "By way of deception thou shalt do war"? A more blatant act of complete subservience to Israel, a more direct statement that the American government no longer exists, could hardly be imagined. And now, the Israelis are sending Americans a message. Don't fuck with our genocide. I used to think people who are stockpiling weapons for the coming uprising against Zog, the Zionist-occupied government, were a tad extreme. Mea culpa. Looks like maybe they have a point.